Welcome to the CISA Gold Standard Series, where we turn exam concepts into audit reality. It's quarter end. The audit committee chair emails you. We'd like a quick review of our disaster recovery plan before next week's meeting. A quick review? Not a full audit. The request sounds harmless, but for an IS auditor, the words audit, review, or assessment carry very different expectations. Before you reply, you must know what level of assurance each engagement really provides. The CISA exam loves subtle wording like this. You might see, which type of engagement provides the highest level of assurance to stakeholders? Options might include A. Consulting engagement, B. Agreed upon procedures, C. Review engagement, D. Audit engagement. The keyword is assurance. An audit expresses a conclusion with reasonable assurance, meaning sufficient, appropriate evidence supports your opinion. A review provides only limited assurance. The auditor states nothing has come to their attention, suggesting material weakness. And an assessment or readiness review is usually non-assurance, used for gap identification, not opinion. These distinctions are more than semantics. They define how deeply you must test and how confidently you can report. In real practice, auditors apply these terms with care. Picture 3 engagement types in the field. 1. Audit engagement. Formal, independent evaluation under ISACA or IA standards. Example: performing a full review of change management controls and issuing an audit report with rating or opinion. 2. Review engagement. Focused verification of selected processes or compliance elements. Example: reviewing DRP documentation for completeness before regulatory submission. 3. Assessment readiness review. Advisory exercise to evaluate maturity or prepare for external audit. Example: performing a cybersecurity maturity assessment using NIST CSF. Each engagement type affects depth of testing, level of assurance, independence requirement, reporting format. A seasoned auditor always clarifies these before fieldwork begins, ensuring management understands what will and will not be concluded. Let's connect these engagement types to governance frameworks. COBIT MEA02. Monitor, evaluate, and assess the system of internal control. Emphasizes independent assurance functions that validate control effectiveness. ISACA Standard 1206. Audit evidence. Requires evidence commensurate with engagement type. IA Standard 1000 clarifies the distinction between assurance and consulting activities. In short, assurance = independence plus evidence plus conclusion. If one of these elements is missing, it's no longer an audit, it's advisory. And both have value as long as stakeholders know the difference. A few years ago, an internal audit team conducted what management called a security review. Later, a breach occurred. Executives claimed the auditors had certified the system as secure. The problem? The engagement name caused expectation confusion. Words matter? When you label something an audit, stakeholders expect assurance and accountability. Always document the engagement's objective, scope, and level of assurance clearly in the planning memo. Reflection time. Have you ever joined an engagement where the purpose wasn't fully defined? Maybe you started fieldwork only to realize management expected a certificate, not findings. Remember, clarity is a control. The way you define the engagement determines its value and protects both the auditor and the auditee. When you plan your next audit or review, how will you ensure everyone agrees on the level of assurance? Let's recap. Audit = reasonable assurance, independence, formal opinion. Review equals limited assurance, inquiry, and analysis. Assessment equals advisory, no assurance. Each has its place, but only when we communicate scope clearly and ethically. In the next episode, we'll explore risk-based audit planning, how to choose what to audit when everything looks important. This is CyberLex Learning. Learn with precision. Lead with confidence.